My interest in being part of this project is to transform young people's lives through creating awareness to them regarding the risks of irregular immigration, with the aim of empowering them to make better informed and up-to-date decisions, and providing them with credible and legal sources of information for them to be able to refer to before they take that step to leave the country. 43% of young Kenyans believe that life out there is better. My role in SafeMeet as education outreach expert has had different components. One, the global perspective, Seefar's representative in Kenya, and I work with 3 education outreach officers who are in charge of 3 counties, Nairobi, Kajiado, and Kiambu. And in these counties, we were working with 155 schools. To reach our beneficiaries who are 13 to 18-year-olds, we had to work with the teachers to be able to access the learners. Some of the key stakeholders we've been engaging with are, to start off, is Kenya Institute of Curriculum Development, who started us off with combing through the materials that we have, the teacher's handbook and the learner's activity booklet. From there, once they gave us approval and contextualize the materials to suit the Kenyan education system, we were handed over to the Ministry of Education, who also are in charge of the schools that were to access. Having got the approval, they handed us over to the Teacher Service Commission, who, having looked at the approvals we had got from the other 2 key stakeholders, gave us a go-ahead to train the teachers. The kind of training we undertook the teachers through was purely experiential, borrowing a lot of learning enhancements that are being encouraged by the Ministry of Education and its supportive bodies. And that is learning through play. And that's where the game comes in, the escape game. And the teachers had to take the role of the learners and be able to apply critical thinking and problem solving for them to internalize this activity. And in this activity, it was just not play. There was a lot of debrief and a lot of narrative behind the different puzzles that the learners were solving to be able to understand the reason behind each activity they were undertaking. So the escape game brings in the scenario that learners are able to identify with. The escape game helps the young boys and girls distinguish between dangerous myths and realities through the different steps of the games. And the key that I want to highlight is the 4th digit, which asks, do you have your facts about migration? And in this stage, the learners are given a number of social media posts that they are supposed to analyze and tell whether it's true or false. And through the support of the teacher and through the support of the information they have learned from the Safe Migration Project, learners are able to tell which one is false and which one is true and how to go about it. The other one is connecting your choices, just looking at the alternatives. So then if this is false, which alternative do I have? Those are the facts in the escape game that help the learners distinguish between the myths and realities of migration. The learners are aware. They now know that not everything out there is safe. They are able to use the information that we have shared with them to judge and seek a second opinion. So they have found ways of integrating this activity, initiative, and lessons in their regular school schedule to keep it going. They are now talking about it. They're not hiding. They are seeking support from their teachers, who are a major source of information for them, and they trust their teachers. The learners are also being aware that there are alternatives and other opportunities in Kenya. And we did that in the game when we were talking about connecting the choices. We were able to tell them about scholarships in Kenya. We were able to tell them about the youth organizations in Kenya. So they have an array of information and they're empowered to be able to ensure that they make the right choices for themselves.